Shopping your way at Inlet Square Mall. Conveniently located on the South Strand, we have easy access. Your favorite department stores, plus fun and entertainment. Come to Inlet Square Mall, Murrells Inlet. Shopping, entertainment, fun.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. Yes! Alright guys, a little bit of a sad video here. This will be the last Christmas for the Inlet Square Mall here in Murrells Inlet. Now Murrells Inlet is just south of Myrtle Beach, so for those of you that have ever been to Myrtle Beach, possibly you have been to this mall through the years. So this mall actually opened back in 1990. So a bit of a newer mall. And this area's got a lot of development going on right now. A lot of homes, expensive homes, a lot of retail going on here. A lot of stuff going on the shoreline here of South Carolina. And finally, this mall, which has been dead for several years, is finally getting redeveloped. So what is about to happen here is it's about to close on January 15th, according to news reports, of 2024. Now, this filming occurred just about 7 to 10 days before Christmas here in 2023. We are going to do a little bit of a walk around of the mall. We're going to take a look at those beautiful skylights and those little teardrop lights. We are going to take a look at the lovely Belk, at least from the entrance there. We're going to take a look at all the stores that are still hanging on here, in the final days of the mall, and we're going to listen to some Christmas music in the background. Now, I did not grow up with this mall. Again, I am from New Jersey originally and moved down here to the Charleston area about 5.5 years ago. But I have been up to the Inlet Square Mall several times when visiting Myrtle Beach. So I actually do have a video of this mall, and also I do have some video of the abandoned Frank theaters, so please look for that in my video library. The theaters were actually pretty scary and spooky. There was a lot of mold in them. So as we start to walk through the rest of the mall here, what I do want to call out is that I did have an opportunity to speak with one of the tenants of the mall. And according to him, this property actually had difficulties in reaching redevelopment for a lot of years because the property was supposedly owned in a few different pieces. So again, I'm not sure if this is the case, and I'm not a realtor, but this is just what one of the tenants was telling me, that ultimately the developer had to kind of piece the parts of the property together. So I guess there were separate owners. And supposedly this property was originally owned by one family, and it was kind of divided, I guess, to the family members. So that, again, was one of the difficulties in finally reaching where we sit today in redevelopment. Now, according to news reports here for the local area, the Belk is going to stay and Planet Fitness is going to stay. Now, I'm not sure if Planet Fitness is going to stay where they are at right now or if they are going to move to the old Kmart location. And in fact, stay tuned because we are going to see some pretty cool remnants of Kmart, and I think you're going to find it really, really cool. So definitely hang out to check that in a few moments. Now, this would have been kind of the quad area of the mall. Beautiful skylights, really, really nice lighting. And now this is just before dark here, before Christmas. So we've got a little bit of darkness going on, but luckily the iPhone is brightening everything up. The mall is actually pretty dark, but I was really fortunate to be able to film this. That hallway reminded me, by the way, of the Dawn of the Dead Monroeville Mall, where they would hide from the zombies in the mall and run down the hallway. So for those of you that have seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. Now, one of the cool things about this mall is the fact that it still does have those two anchors, and it has been able to hang on for a little while here as it's getting toward that redevelopment. So Belk hanging on is really, really good to hear. Now also, through the years at this mall, there was the Frank Cinema that I mentioned a few moments ago that was a bowling alley, arcade, cinema, and we're going to see that in a few moments. We're actually going to be able to look through the glass. This also had a Books A Million for some years, and there were some other anchors here also. So for those of you that are from Murrells Inlet or Myrtle Beach, if you have been to this mall, please let me know about your experiences, your memories, what you're going to miss about the mall. I love hearing about that stuff here on my channel. So here we see one of the wireless cell phone places. Got a few of them hanging out in the mall, and based upon the colors that were on the wall in the cell phone store here, I assume it was probably some type of Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Now, this is going to be the store that's near Planet Fitness, where I noticed something very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. Take a look. See that orange triangle and the blue dash along the wall? Most likely, that was a leftover from Kmart when Kmart was here. So for those of you that have known Kmart through maybe the 80s and going into the 90s, this mall being 1990, that was some of the color scheme of some of the Kmarts that I remember. Now, what I didn't see in this, since this is a newer mall, is the old school air diffusers that all of us that love those vintage Kmarts know. So there were no vintage air diffusers, but I do know Kmart was in that location at some time. So it was really cool to see the leftovers of a Kmart paint scheme on the walls. Now you do see Planet Fitness there. I assume that Planet Fitness is probably going to move over to where the Kmart was because that's more of an anchor location. The Planet Fitness right now is kind of more of an inline location. And as we start to walk forward here, what you're going to see, obviously, is more closed stores, but we're going to walk back towards the quad area, and then we're going to go down the corridor of the mall that had the Books A Million and also the Frank Theater. So there are no decorations, unfortunately, here for the mall this time. We're going to walk past the Bath and Body Works, and it was one of the old school Bath and Body Works, and we're going to have a little cut in the video here for a moment, and then we are going to walk down the area with Books A Million. So there's our old school Bath and Body Works, but unfortunately no soaps and no candles this Christmas. Let's go ahead and take a look inside here through the gate. Yep, got that old barn style. Now, let's go ahead and head down. Oh, actually, no, wait, this is actually where JCPenney was, so my apologies. The Books A Million was on the other end. So this was the JCPenney. You can see that beautiful label scar up there on the mirror, so really cool to see. And we'll take a look in through the JCPenney real fast. And it's a mess. So I'm not sure what was going on here, if maybe there was some event going on, or what business might have been here. I know that there was a Turn 7, I think, or an Overstock that was at this location. Well, I love the skylights here, and I love the lighting in some of these areas. It looks really great. It's so sad to see that this mall will be going, because really the mall seems to be in great condition. I did not notice the ceilings falling or, water damage or anything bad. It seemed like the mall has actually been kept up very well through the years here. And there we see, I guess, some type of maybe cookie place. I think this was turned into a shake place maybe at the end there. Was Juice something. Hold on one second. Sorry for coughing, still getting over. Juice and Tings. So we forgot the H, but that's okay. That's cool. So, and this probably looked like maybe like a Things Remembered back in the day. It's kind of got that vibe about it. It maybe was a cell phone store at the very end there. Then you've got the Purple Jewelry store. I don't remember that ever being open. Then you probably have what was maybe a little pizza slice place. And now we'll get into the area off to the right where Frank Movie Theater was, and cinema and bowling alley, excuse me. And then there was the Books-A-Million. There's our label scar on the Books-A-Million. Let's go ahead and take a look into the Frank Theater here. Now guys, again, I do have a video of this theater. It's actually one of my Halloween horror videos, so definitely check it out, where we actually take a look inside some of the theaters here. And now this area that we're filming, actually off to the right side, is where the bowling alleys were. The bowling alleys have been totally taken out and it's just down to concrete. And then off to the left side here is where kind of the restaurant area was, I believe, restaurant and arcade area. So we see some pool tables there. So somebody's got some type of storage going on with some pool tables. So hopefully they're going to be saved, and maybe some folks will buy those for the holidays. That would be really nice, or maybe they wind up in an arcade. Now let's walk over and check out the Books-A-Million. Beautiful lighting. It was perfect night. Just enough light outside to make those skylights look perfectly blue. And there's our Books-A-Million. And the Books-A-Million actually goes off to the right side for a decent span, because there was an entrance actually from the outside of the mall into the Books-A-Million. Nice tile work also throughout the mall. Another alleyway going to one of the restrooms. Some type of small business there. I'm not sure what that was. I like the color scheme of this mall. It's always nice to see some malls with some color. So purple going on. And we're going to head back towards the quad area here. I wonder what Gonza was. Does anybody know what Gonza was? Please let me know. Not sure if it was a dress place. Also, there was the Nerd Bar. So that was a pretty cool, like, gaming and I guess maybe Dungeons and Dragons type place. I actually have never stopped there, but the folks that were closing up there, they were saying that they're actually moving locally, so they're going to be moving their store. Here's one of the locations next to Gonza. Looks like it might have been taking some photos. Maybe this was a photography studio. Had a little bit of Christmas action there. This looks like maybe it was a community meeting center. We've got the music place coming up. Yeah, that's the drum shop. I think one of my videos that I've done here actually shows the drum shop. There's another one of those lovely hallways. The hallways here, again, they just remind me of the Monroeville Mall and Dawn of the Dead. So, really sad. Alright guys, we're about close to our time here for the Inlet Square Mall. So for those of you that would like to leave a comment, let me know your experiences here. For those of you in the Dead Mall community, maybe that are in the South Carolina area, if you get an opportunity, please get out to the mall here. You have until January 15th to come out and hopefully get some film and capture this mall and share it with other folks. And for everybody, thank you so much. One, thank you for allowing me to hit 1,000 subs. Thank you so much for that. I want to wish you a great holiday here for 2023. Also into 2024, wish you a great new year. Probably have another video or two out here before the new year. But as we walk down the final hallway here of the Inlet Square Mall, again, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate your time. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.